Tell Me Why is the latest game from Don't Not Entertainment, creators of Life is Strange 1 and Life is Strange 2. And Vampire? Wait, hang on. They made Vampire? Really? Okay. Moving on, the game follows two protagonists, a brother and sister duo, Tyler and Allison, who haven't seen each other in 10 years after a tragic night. These two might be siblings, but like most siblings, they are completely different characters. Tyler is more of the leader, while Allison is more of the quiet type. This is shown many times throughout the story as Allison wants to move away and leave town as she doesn't want to face her past. And Tyler wants to keep their childhood home and maybe even live there? Not really explained. And even though they haven't seen each other in 10 years, their bond is still pretty strong.
It's good to see you.
They work well off each other, even though they're completely different and they argue a lot.
I'm not sure. I think they couldn't get him to leave, so they tranked him.
Oh, poor buddy. Shot in the ass just for getting the munchies.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Safety first in bear country.
Yeah, but prevention is best. Common sense goes a long way in keeping them from getting shot.
The bear is fine, Tyler.
Don't Nod did a fantastic job once again of making you care about these characters and giving them their own personalities, their own beliefs, and creating a world where you feel that no matter where you look, everywhere you look, there's posters, signs, something telling you about a character that you just met immediately right off the bat. You can tell as soon as you meet them the type of person they are, the type of life they lead with just your first meeting, which is really nice. It makes you really think that you, the player, have actually known these people for years. And Don't Nod is just fantastic at that. It's great to see this as an improvement from Life is Strange 2, which in my opinion was probably the worst example of this, because everyone in that series felt like a stereotype to me. They felt like if they were bad, they were the classic villain because of this and money, blah blah blah. While in Life is Strange 1, David was perceived as a bad guy, but in reality, he was just extremely strict, and to a teenager or even a young adult, that's being the bad guy. And in reality, some people didn't see him like that, and some did. And in Life is Strange 2, we had the drug dealers who used children to cut their drugs, and they abused them and called them names and threatened to kill them. That, I don't know. It was just boring to me. This is a nice change of pace. Everyone here feels unique, and everyone here feels different. I like it. Nice. Keep it up with chapters 2 and 3. Also, the game is beautiful. It takes place in Alaska, and like Life is Strange 1 and Life is Strange 2, Don't Not hit a home run. It's just gorgeous. I don't know how to describe it. The engine is clearly an improvement from both titles, and it reminds me of when Telltale upgraded their engine between Season 2 and Season 3 of The Walking Dead, and then again between Season 3 and Season 4. Who knows, maybe this will be the same engine they use for Life is Strange 3. Maybe this is a test for this new engine, if it is a new engine, and then they upgrade even more for Life is Strange 3. Who knows? And then just on screen there, you saw the new dialogue option. Instead of it being a wheel, it is you hold LT and then you get the options. I like this. It's a good gameplay improvement because then later you'll see that as well. You can make these choices as you're walking around and you're not just stuck in one spot. It makes you feel like you're more in the world. And I feel like with a game where the world and the world building and the characters are the most important part, you would want to feel more connected instead of detached as this camera that is then just has these options thrown in front of it. But it is an improvement. It also has a timer, which, if I remember correctly, was only in select scenes of Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2. And I don't think it was ever an option in Before the Storm. So it's kind of weird, and it does remind me of a certain other company that I've mentioned already in this video. But it's not bad, and I kind of did want to let it go all the way down to see if it either was just silence or if it was a dialogue option. However, I did not have the time to go back from my original playthrough and see if that was an option. Sorry. And of course, the biggest thing that people love about these games has returned. Yes, there are choices, and I really like the choices in this, just due to the fact that they seem kind of small, but in reality, these small choices kind of do impact our lives. In this example, I'm going to show you Allison wants to give a sort of peace offering from her adopted dad, who adopted her 10 years ago, but could not adopt Tyler because court wanted to send him away because they thought he was dangerous. And Tyler always kind of blamed him for just allowing that to happen. And so she's giving him a peace offering, and it's up to you, the player, to decide if either Tyler takes it, he doesn't take it, or he doesn't take it, even worse. And it seems like a really small decision for the first, decision of this entire game, but it obviously has some sort of impact that is going to shape the story in some way.
Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. Just being an overly invested sister. Curious how you spent your time.
Allison,
Yeah?
spit it out.
Okay, you need to promise not to freak out.
What is it?
It's a gift. From Eddie. I know he's not your favorite person, but
I'm sorry. When you said Eddie, I thought you meant Chief Brown, as in the police officer who arrested me.
come on, Ty, don't.
And your adopted father, the man who didn't let you visit me for 7 years.
The Fireweed administration backed him up, Tyler. They thought it was best for both of us.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
It's a peace offering. And you're the two most important people in my life. Please? For me?
He can't buy my forgiveness with some cheap-ass trinket.
It's a gift, Tyler. You know what gift-giving means in Tlingit culture, and what it means to refuse one.
And in these types of games, I always try to make the choice that I think I would make in this type of situation, so I didn't take the ring. And I was really thinking, this is it. This is the first choice they're giving us. This is how they're gonna, alright, okay. And I wasn't disappointed, in all honesty, because due to the fact that it did show immediate impact on the story, as I'm going to show you in this clip, and then later it showed even more like impact. So yeah, even though it was a small choice, it was a good choice.
I can't accept this. I'm just not there yet.
All right.
You gonna mope about that for the rest of the day, or what?
I just hoped you might make an effort, that's all. He wasn't ready to take it. I'm sorry, Uncle. Yeah, the drive took longer than I thought it would. We're on the ferry right now.
Alright, let's finally get to the actual overarching story. We know that the siblings haven't seen each other in 10 years, but we don't know exactly why yet, and we don't know what they're doing until finally we find out what they're doing and why. First thing is they've met up after 10 years to sell their childhood home. It seems that they don't want to really go there, that something transpired, something terrible, something they don't want to talk about. Then as we get to the house and we discover things and they talk more, and we learn that they lived with someone called Marianne and they really don't like her, and it's assumed that maybe that's their mom, maybe it's not their mom, and how she would always make them do chores, and she always watched them, and she never asked for help from other adults in town, and she was a little bit strange. We learn more and more and more about their childhood and things like that, until finally we learn the big thing. They have a power that they share between themselves. They call it the voice.
Ouch!
Are you okay? What happened?
I just hit my head like an idiot. Wait. What? Where are you?
Ty, I'm outside. But I can hear you in my head. Our voice. It's back.
Apparently, since they've been separated, they haven't been able to use their ability. But then also, as they continue exploring around the house and everything like that, they discover that their voice has a new type of ability. It allows them to see their memories when they were kids, the good ones and the bad ones.
I'm the ruler of this kingdom. Get it? 'Cause it's a dome? You're gonna fall, stupid. That was funny.
And their power leads to the second choice. Which sibling has the better memory? You, the player, decide. Kind of reminds me of when me and my sister actually kind of remembered things just a little bit differently, but now it's kind of really important, and it can determine whether you had a bad mom or a good mom.
You hearing this? Marianne was looking for a fight.
No, Tessa was. She went all Jack Thompson on her.
I want. Please, let's.
And of course, other than the voice, we have another big gameplay aspect. Puzzles. There are a couple of puzzles in this. They're all good in my opinion. They allow you to look around and they allow you to kinda cheat because they do give you big hints and they kind of point you in the right direction. But they essentially focus on understanding people in the town and understanding the world and actually trying. And honestly, they are optional. This door puzzle that I'm showing, you could have just broken this door, but I wanted to solve it because I felt like it. I don't know. I guess it's up to you, the player. Do you want to solve these puzzles or not? Both of them are optional. You don't have to do them. The last thing I want to talk about before we end this is the voice acting. Just due to the fact that the voice acting in Life is Strange 2 was kind of mediocre, and I was hoping for an improvement, and they did a really good job, as some of the voice acting is really good. Most of the voice acting actually is really good.
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, we can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
No. Thought Tom might have retired him by now.
You kidding? He never misses a chance to tell customers he won a trout derby.
It was a 12-pounder.
And some lines are kind of delivered kind of weird in my opinion, and they kind of stuck out to me like a sore thumb, but it's still good voice acting.
You okay?
Dead on my feet, girl. Got up at 4 to fish before work. It's been a day.
Okay, final thoughts and some issues I had with the game was the pacing seems kind of weird. In my playthrough, I beat it in 2 hours, but if I was to go back, I could probably beat it in 1 hour due to the game revolving around 3 main areas: a childhood home, a supermarket, and the police station. The supermarket being the smaller of the 3. Unless you walk around these areas and explore, the game is going to feel very fast. It's going to have a very fast pace to it. Another issue that I had were some bugs and glitches that happened. Nothing game breaking, but they were there. And I mean, every game is going to have bugs. Overall, I feel like Don't Nod Entertainment really improved from Life is Strange 2. Everything here I've enjoyed so far. And I can't wait for Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. I think they're also going to be really good.
Mom? Oh no. No, 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 no. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Wait! Stop!
Oh, and also, this will be in my nightmares forever. Thanks.